Well, like I said, I got bit by the tourism bug, so now it's off to another place. And as with so many trips in Japan, it all begins here at the train station. You can see in the background the sakura in full bloom, perfect time to travel. And here is the beautiful Japanese countryside that you can enjoy while I explain to you where I am going and why it's such a cool place. So firstly, I am headed to Kashima Jingu, which is a shrine dedicated to the coolest of all the Japanese gods, Takemikazuchi, who is a god of warriors, strength, and lightning. Now, as a red-blooded male, I love fighting and swords and strength and all of that, but I also love lightning as I used to enjoy thunderstorms when I was a child. And the legends surrounding Takemikazuchi go thus. The gods of heaven came to him in order that they could pacify the land so that Amaterasu's descendants could rule it, which he accomplished by defeating some other gods, specifically one in a contest of strength, and after fulfilling his duty he went to Kashima, where he took up residence there. Many years later, the descendants of Amaterasu came to him again and asked for his help in securing even more territory, but Takemikazuchi refused and instead sent his sword that the emperors then used to finish conquering the land. And this sword is supposedly enshrined in Kashima Jingu to this day, though unfortunately the original is not there. I asked, but there is a replica that you will get to see later. So here is just outside of the main train station at Kashima Jingu. Very well-ordered place. And on the way to the shrine, I came across this statue of a famous swordsman. As you can see here, he is the Kensei Tsukahara Bokuden, a famous swordsman. Super cool. And here's a billboard showing all the festivals of the shrine that is just nearby. And here is the main street leading up to the shrine. Some nice shops. And here is the main torii gate. It is huge and awesome and super cool. Then just inside the torii gate, there's another gate that was under construction at the time of visit. Here's just on the other side of the main gate at the entrance of the actual inner part of the shrine. And here is the main hall dedicated to Takemikazuchi. It's not particularly ostentatious and blends in really well with the entire natural aesthetic of this park, where you can have sacred rocks like this one, which is right next to an enclosure of deer that, just like in Nara, you can buy food and feed them biscuits. Though unlike Nara, these guys get to keep their antlers, which is super dope. Here is a secondary shrine dedicated to pacifying Takemikazuchi's angry spirit, and just off of that shrine is a pathway that leads down to this place with a beautiful garden, which you can't fully appreciate, but the sakura blossoms were in full bloom, which was amazing, and this garden was right next to a place of purification. The water that collects here is the water that comes out of the spigot just over there, was the place where people performed the cleansing rites before entering the shrine grounds. And the rest of the park is just this beautiful, gorgeous natural scenery of these very old trees, and I highly recommend it if you like walks in forests or places with natural beauty. And here is the replica of that sword I was talking about. Absolutely massive sword, super dope. And of course I had to buy an ofuda and an omamori, as well as this little booklet that I can now take to other shrines and temples and get an official signature in this cool calligraphy style. That's pretty neato. Well, that concludes my little foray to my now favorite Shinto shrine, Kashima Jingu. I hope you could appreciate this shrine and all of the wonderful things that it has to offer. I highly recommend, if you're ever in Japan and you're in the area somewhere in Eastern Japan, to go check it out. And I thank you very much for taking the time to come check up on me, check out this video, and give me your time and your attention. It is very much appreciated. Ito katejike no koso haberi kere. And hopefully we will see you for the next video about where I'm going, some of the other places that I plan on going to go see in Japan, or for some of the other stories that I have translated here on YouTube as well. Old stories that personally I find very, very fascinating. But yeah, thanks again, and hopefully we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.